We have team coverage across the metro area on the races for U.S. Senate, the governor's race, and Amendment 1, plus much more. Bill Lee is Tennessee's next governor, handily winning over Carl Dean. In the U.S. Senate race between Marsha Blackburn and Phil Bredesen, Blackburn is headed back to Washington, this time as Tennessee's first female senator.
News Channel 5's Chris Conti is at the Hilton in downtown Nashville, where Bredesen conceded the race a short time ago. First, though, let's get to Jason Lamb at the Cool Springs Marriott, where Marsha Blackburn and her supporters are celebrating tonight. Jason.
Yeah, definitely a party atmosphere here at the Marriott in Cool Springs, where supporters of Marsha Blackburn got exactly what they came here to see. Marsha Blackburn is now Senator-elect Blackburn, and she went on stage here addressing the crowd, and one of the big moments of the night was when she was actually making fun of her former title and making fun of the fact that she actually preferred to be called Congressman and not Congresswoman.
Now you don't have to worry if you're going to call me Congressman or Congresswoman or Congresslady.
Now, the senator-elect thanked her supporters and promised to take Tennessee values to Washington, D.C., though through much of the campaign, she painted her opponent Phil Bredesen as someone who would become a D.C. liberal, falling in line with Democrats. She thanked other prominent Republican leaders like Governor Haslam and said she got a phone call from Vice President Mike Pence after her victory. She also did congratulate Phil Bredesen and his team, though she didn't mention if the two had talked on the phone. She did say, "My door is always open." But this had always been from the beginning for Blackburn a referendum on President Trump, and she made that clear in how she addressed her supporters tonight.
That we defend the Second Amendment, get federal spending under control, and that we support our troops and our veterans and Fort Campbell, and to make certain that we build the wall.
Senator-elect Blackburn will be sworn in as Tennessee's newest senator early next year, but she says the transition begins today. Live in Cool Springs tonight, Jason Lamb, News Channel 5.
Jason, thank you. Let's go now to Chris Conti. Democrat Phil Bredesen's watch parties in downtown Nashville. He continues our team coverage of this Senate race. And Chris, a disappointing result for the popular former governor.
Rory, in 2006, when Phil Bredesen was re-elected governor, he won all 95 counties. Tonight, he won just 4, Hamilton, Haywood, Shelby, and Davidson counties. This was the most expensive race in state history, and Bredesen even appeared to out-fundraise Marsha Blackburn, but in the end, it just wasn't enough for this campaign. Once those votes from Memphis and Nashville came in tonight, Phil Bredesen officially conceded this race. His wife, Andrea, was by his side. When this race is dissected, I think there will be 2 key turning points that push the political pendulum in Blackburn's favor: the nomination process of Justice Brett Kavanaugh and the recent news over a migrant caravan. Those 2 issues brought the national spotlight onto this race, something Bredesen's campaign was trying to fight off for months, because they knew if this race was framed as a race that could cost Republicans control of the Senate, this deeply red state would come out against them, and they did tonight. Before officially ending his campaign, Bredesen took a moment to thank his volunteers and a particular group of voters.
To all the young people who worked on this campaign, it actually surprised me, the number of young people, and it encouraged me about the future of our country and the future of our democracy, the kind of energy and idealism that people had. I do have one word for you, or some words for you, and that is, please do not be discouraged. Your idealism is amazing.
Interestingly enough, this is not the first time that Phil Bredesen has lost a campaign. He lost both a mayor's bid and a governor's bid for election in the early 90s and 2000s. The 74-year-old tonight, though, seeming to hint that this is likely the end of his political career. We are live in downtown Nashville this evening. Chris Conti, News Channel 5.
Thank you very much.